Has been one of the most challenging weeks for our gracious Majesty the Queen. But next week, apparently she has to make an even greater decision. What is it, and how much more stress will this cause? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thanks for joining me today. As ever, lovely to see you, and also thank you to the lovely people of Australia who so got behind the video regarding the Republican movement. You're totally right, by the way. Yes, this person really should not be getting any media attention. And also let me thank to everybody around the world who agreed with the lovely people from Australia, from Canada, New Zealand, Japan, Hawaii, Honolulu. Everybody seems to love our gracious Majesty the Queen, possibly no more now than ever when she truly does need it, because let's face it, she has a lot of problems, and it's very difficult, isn't it? Because as one person told me with inside palace walls, you know, she has to wear two crowns, as it were, the crown of the mother and of course the crown, you know, which is of course the one that she's deared to all through her life, really being, you know, selfless in her duty to the state, you know, to the people, which is what she stated all those years ago, way back, you know. I think that's really why so many people truly do admire her. But the bigger problem now naturally concerns her second son, of course, Prince Andrew. As I said, I'm going to continue to call him Prince Andrew because unlike the mainstream media who've decided he's guilty already, we truly do not know the outcome of this ongoing case. But the bigger problem, as I say, for Her Majesty the Queen is this dilemma. As we know, Prince Andrew sadly has been stripped of all of his titles, which really must hurt not just him but also of course our gracious Majesty the Queen. It can't have been an easy decision. Don't believe the rumours, by the way, that this was all agreed at Christmas, all that sort of stuff. You know, it's been an ongoing conversation, not just with Prince Charles and Prince William and Her Majesty the Queen, but it has also included the Duke of York. You know, so I think the media as ever are trying to stoke up this, oh look, you know, they sort of boycotted him and just dumped him in it. It's not true. Yes, there's one element of that story true which we can confirm to you, and that was that Her Royal Highness Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, did go along and speak to the Duke of York to basically say, you know, this is the outline plan, but everything else, really, do not believe what you read. But as I say now, the bigger problem is this. As we also know, in the spring of this year, we can look forward, if that's the right word, should I say, to a memorial service for, of course, the late and wonderful His Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. Now, this creates another dilemma for Her Majesty the Queen because, as we know, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, is now a private citizen. But if he does not appear at this memorial, then it says a lot exactly as to how possibly the public may view the royal family. Now, when I say this, I mean this in the kindest ways, but you know, you have to remember you cannot come across as cold-hearted. It simply wouldn't do. So far, I've contacted very senior people within palace walls and I've said, you know, what is the deal? Will Prince Andrew be attending the memorial of his late father, the Duke of Edinburgh? They tell me that nothing is decided as yet. It's simply all up in the air regarding, of course, the dilemmas and all sorts of things that's been going on in the last few days. From a personal level, I think it would be absolutely deplorable if he was not invited. Let's not forget this was his father too. Now, the decision obviously could remain with him. Perhaps he wants to fully withdraw from life, which could make it simpler and easier for Her Majesty the Queen on that very difficult decision. For now though, I'd love to know your thoughts. Should Andrew attend the memorial of his father, or indeed should he still remain out of the public limelight? As I say, let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's all wish our gracious Majesty the Queen the very best for this forthcoming and once again rather difficult week. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.